And Tommy, after what we talked about a couple of hours ago when the Action Express team was telling their guys, go put pressure on him, A.J. Allmendinger will crack. It never happened.
It wasn't might, it was will. And what they forgot to tell him is don't make him mad. Because when McNish ran him off the edge of the road, he was already inspired, but he really got fired up. And that was an unbelievable performance. String of laps within tenths of the fast race lap when it mattered, and got it done.
For the record, it was the Star Works team talking to Alan McNish and Lucas Luhr, telling them that A.J. just couldn't get it done. And boy, he showed them otherwise. Let's go down to Brian Hill in Victory Lane.
Now, Mike Shank, let's talk to you first, buddy, because I know that as a former racer yourself, you've worked so hard building this team. You've come so close so often. Has it even begun to sink in yet what it is that you guys have done?
Glasses on because I'm a big baby, because I'm going to tear up like crazy. But I just got to thank everybody involved, Live On, Curb Records, Ford Motor Company, Continental, you guys for always helping me on TV. My crew, which is phenomenal, 22 women and men. They just kicked ass all weekend. I'm just grateful. I just am grateful. I won't Tim Tebow it, but I am very happy.
And Meredith.
Oh, of course.
Putting up with my crap for 20 years. Well, we need to make sure we included her. Where's the dinger? He's getting up off the top of the car. Four stars. All right, AJ, we'll get you down here. You got your barber shears ready?
Oh, my God.
I'm so worn out.
This is for Shank, man. I mean, we all wanted to win it so bad, but I think more than anything, we wanted to win it for my team because he worked harder than anybody I ever met. He's absolutely amazing. Maddox, everybody at Rockgate, Ford. Motor was so fast. I'm so worn out.
When you saw those cars spin on those last few laps, were you worried about full course caution?
Yeah, I didn't want to have to do that. I haven't won for 5 years. I didn't want to have to do a green light checker.
Justin Wilson, where is Justin? There he is. Yeah, sit down here so I can actually be at the same height as you. That would be good. I mean, what a drive for you as well. I mean, you guys dug and dug. And when I came to you and asked about AJ being in the car for so long, at the end you said, I'd rather have a tired AJ than anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, he just did a fantastic job. And it's just hard to take in right now that we actually won the 50th Rolex 24 hours. So it's a great moment. Really happy to Shank. Ford again has a great engine, and it's a pretty special day. So I'm sure we'll sleep well tonight.
And after the disappointment with Ganassi a couple of years ago, and then coming back from your injury, I assume this is even that much more special.
Yeah, I mean we've come so close so many times. And last year, AJ and I joked, say we're not going to win it this year. We'll win it next year on the 50th, and we did. So.
Congratulations, John Q. Come on down, buddy.
Yeah.
2 awards in a row for Sportsman Driver of the Year, and now you come away with the Rolex 24. I mean, as you look forward to the rest of the season, you got to be on a high.
I'm definitely on a high. We're so prepared and ready for this race. I'm so lucky to have these guys with us. What great teammates to have. These guys are fantastic.
And speaking of great teammates, I saved you till last.
Thanks for last.
Because you've been with Mike Shank for the longest, and I know that you put your heart and your soul into this, and I would imagine that the emotions welling up inside of you as you watch that car come across the finish line will be emotions that you will not forget.
I mean, there's not even words, you know. It's something that, it was like a roller coaster. You know, we had to pull things out that we didn't even know that we had. Actually, we had it, we just didn't know we had it. It's just amazing. I'm happy for Shank, and this is a dream come true. You know, this is a dream come true, and I'm blessed to be here.
And mentoring AJ for as many years as you did when he was coming up, how special is it to watch him be in the car at the finish?
It's so funny because last year, Daytona 24 last year, we were pushing the cars to the grid, and AJ said we've got to do it together. And we are together, and we are here on the podium. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Congratulations, guys. You know, if you ask the teams up and down victory lane, or up and down pit lane, if they didn't win it, who would they like to see? And every one of them said Mike Shank Racing. Bob?
All right, thanks very much, Brian. A well-earned victory, and I think the emotion is pretty clear in Oz Negri's voice. To work so hard and see your efforts rewarded is something very special indeed. To Jamie Howe.
GT winners, Magnus Racing, John Potter, you assembled this team. You made plans for months. What does this mean to you?
Oh, it means a ton. It's our first win in Rolex Series, and I just really have to hand it to all these people you see behind me here who put this car together. 4 of us just get to abuse it for 24 hours. They had to spend months doing all the work so that we could abuse it. So it's just an amazing thing, and I don't know. I never, imagined it, so I don't even know what to say when I'm here.
One person who did imagine it because he's been there before is Andy Lally, but Andy, you told me this is the toughest race you've ever been a part of. How'd you win it?
This was 24 hours of qualifying, and I had 3 other awesome teammates out there, and an awesome car. I mean, the abuse that we put this thing through nonstop. I mean, we did our race laps faster than what we qualified at, and John Potter, every single driver on the team led a ton of laps. And this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the hours that this crew put in. And Magnus Racing, great way to start. My 4th Rolex, 24 win, my 7th watch. I love this. I got to thank these 2 guys for coming on board here with us part-time. Renee and Richard are absolute, just the fastest kids on earth.
Well, Andy Lally collects his 4th Rolex. Renee Rapp, you've never even raced at Daytona, and now you're going home with a 24-hour victory. How challenging was this one?
Exactly. It's my first time in Daytona and my first win here. It's a special moment for me. I mean, I always dreamed about that. Those guys behind me have done such a great job. I have to thank John Porter that I could be part of that big game, and also the Porsche that they invited me. And I just want to thank all of the guys who stand behind me. It's just great.
It was definitely Porsche power that brought you guys to the victory, and it was Porsche's factory driver, Richard Leach, who brought the car home. How hard were you pushing at the end of the 24?
Well, it's an honor from the team that they give me the last stint. It's really special. I'm so happy that, with all these, with the strong TT field, with all the good drivers that are here, on the 5th anniversary, we got the win. Since 2007 I tried it, and it's the 3rd year with Magnus, and this year we got it. It's really special for us, and thank you for John Porter that he has done the team, and thanks to Porsche that it worked well, and I'm really happy now.
Magnus Racing certainly earned this GT victory. Congratulations, guys. Don?
Here's an idea, Jamie. Rolexes all around. To all of the drivers you just heard from in victory lane as champions of the Daytona Prototype and GT classes at the 50th Rolex 24. Of course, every driver who entered this race has a story to tell, including those who will go to the podium but not to the top step. We'll be back to hear more from them in just a moment. Stay with us. Celebrations continue in victory lane. Time for another celebrity tweet from Danica Patrick, who once drove here at Daytona for Michael Shank Racing. Cool to see Michael Shank win the Rolex 1 and 4. Good for you and the team. Thanks, Danica. We couldn't have said it better ourselves. Time to meet our second place finishers in Daytona Prototype with Chris Neville.
Well, for 24 hours, Alan McNish, Enzo Patoricio, Alex Popov, Lucas Lohr, and this man, Ryan Dial, capped the 8 car at or near the front. But you just couldn't get him in the end. The team was encouraging you constantly, make a mistake. He didn't make the mistake, but it also didn't look like you had the car at the end. No, I think we got a little bit of damage, obviously, early in the race, and it really hurt top speed. So disappointing. I think everybody told me we got the car beat, and we got the car beat. We had such an amazing Hollywood story to turn up here with a car that's literally days old and missed the whole first practice, and what an amazing job from the guys at Star Wars, and great teammates. It's just a shame we came up a little bit short, but I think we all know that we could have won it today, and we'll just come back again next year. Alan, you've won Le Mans twice. You've finished second here now 3 times. Why are these races so hard to win? Any 24-hour race is really hard to win, and the margin of victory is so small nowadays. But I have to say that Star Wars did an unbelievable job to put the program and the car together and to run so faultlessly throughout the race. I'm very proud of the second position, to be honest with you. Yeah, this team came with a brand new car, no testing time, and they finished second. They've got to find some satisfaction there. Brian? Well, Mike Shank Racing, they win, but they also put another car on the podium. It was the 6th car, Jorge Goncalves. Gustavo Yakiman, Michael McDowell, and Felipe Nasser. And Michael, you've been with this team. You've been to this race before, but I believe this is your best finish here. Do you think that maybe deep into this race, you guys actually had a shot of being at the top step?
Well, we talked about it all week. We just wanted to be on the lead lap with a couple hours ago to give us a shot, and we were able to do that. We got a lot of laps back this morning, and these guys did a great job, all three of them, and, it's a hard-fought race all the time. We didn't quite have the pace that the other two Fords did, just the old body, but still great to walk away with a podium finish, and happy for Mike Curb and all the guys at Curb Records as well.
Yeah, it was a tremendous job by all of you guys, especially the three rookies here. Felipe Nasser, you won this opportunity as an award for winning the Formula 3 championship, the Sunoco Challenge Award from overseas. When you came here, a Daytona prototype is just about as far away from a Formula 3 car as you can get. You adjusted to it very well. Did you ever think that you guys would be able to perform this well?
Well, we did a fantastic job, as Michael said. It was a great opportunity for me to be here and hopefully have this team together, and everybody just did the job. We kept the car in the track, no problems at all, no accidents, and that's the race. You first have to finish it, and we still got the pace out there, not as quick as the guys in front, but it's been unbelievable. My first time here, it's been great.
It was a tremendous job by three rookie drivers with a Formula car background to be as disciplined as they could be, led by Michael McDowell. Maybe he was the maturity on the team. Jamie?
Well, the second place in GT goes to number 67 of TLG Motorsports. Wolf Hensler, you were behind the wheel, taking the car to the checkered flag. How difficult was the closing stage of this race?
Yeah, very difficult. I tried everything I had. I gave everything I had, and also the team at our last pit stop. And they were counting down the gap to Richard Leeds, but he was really driving fast, and I couldn't catch him. I tried everything I had, but finally finishing second is also okay. I mean, I'm happy, and also happy for the team, for Steve and Spencer. They are doing the championship, so they have scored really good points.
Definitely good points for the full season. Spencer Pompelli, this is a tough race today and yesterday. It's a big challenge for the team, but you guys came home with a podium finish. What does it mean?
Oh, if you think of the depth of field and talent we had in this 50th anniversary, it just feels good to get up in the front. My hats are off to Magnus over there. He had a great win today, but it's a great way to start the season. TLG worked really hard. It was great to be with Steve and all these great guys.
And as Wolf said, Spencer Pompelli and Steve Botha, they'll do the full season. They were joined today by Jerome Blackamolen, Mark Dusins. Congratulations on the podium finish, guys.
Well, last year, Brumos Racing went from Daytona prototype down to the GT ranks. This first race was a bit tough for them, but they ended up winning the championship. But Hurley, you've won this race 5 times overall. You've still got that record. But was this the toughest GT you've ever seen at this race?
Yeah, I mean, the pace was just outrageous. We were, hard on it the whole time, and we were so dominant. We led for so much of the race, and then just have a little miscalculation on the fuel in the end cost us. We were just 15 minutes short, but sometimes that's the way it goes. But we were, I'm proud of the team. The guys did just a super job of driving. Mark had no power steering the last stint, so he was, pretty worn out. So it was a good show. We just missed that first place by a few steps.
Little short on fuel, a little damage at the front. That's what keeps you out of victory lane.
And with that, Hurley Haywood bids farewell to the Rolex 24 at Daytona. His 40th start. He made the podium. He says, this time, I mean it. I am done. But we hope to have Hurley around for a long time here at Daytona in the future. We'll be back for more in a moment.